to Caitlin. Caitlin, if you could tell us a little bit about the importance of this match and why it's important for the stadium, why it's important for the city, why it's important for the club.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thank you all for joining us. Andrea, thank you for traveling up to Kansas City. We're so excited to welcome the Mexico women's national team here on April 5th against Jamaica for the 2025 MexTour W. What this means to our city, we're a global city. We are a welcoming city, and this is just another example of how we can, bring other teams in to experience what is one of the best women's football atmospheres in the entire world. So couldn't be more happy to have people here. It's a global game, and so bringing the global game to Kansas City for our fans to enjoy and learn is a wonderful opportunity for us, and we couldn't be more thrilled.
And Andrea, if you could talk a little bit about being here in Kansas City, a World Cup city, but also playing in the first purpose-built stadium for women's sports. You were a professional captain of your national team, and I'm sure you played in some stadiums and pitches that were not this. So how has that been for you personally to come and see something like you saw today?
No, for the Mexican women's national team, this MexTour, the third one, is very important for us. It meets a lot of the objectives that we have, sharing and bringing the Mexican women's national team to different cities and to where there are many supporters, as well as preparing our team for the qualifiers coming up at the end of this year. We want to qualify to the World Cup, and this is therefore a very important game to open here, finish in Houston, and finally, yes, playing in a stadium designed specifically for the women's game is very exciting. It will be the first international game here at the stadium, which is also very important for us because, yes, once upon a time, it's not that we didn't have stadiums. We weren't allowed to play in stadiums. So, of course, this is a very, very important moment for the women's game.
How does it feel to lead the next generation of these amazing soccer players?
No, I think it's really exciting. I think there's a lot of people, a lot of women, who played in earlier generations that had these dreams of playing maybe professionally, playing World Cups, playing in stadiums, and this is a way of fulfilling those dreams through them, so that they can take advantage of the opportunities that there are today.
Thank you.
Next question, please. From Tomo at the back. We'll go 1 and 2.
You're going to make me cry there. Emotional. Thank you for that. Caitlin, this question is for you. When CPKC Stadium was built, it was so obvious there's big ambition here. So just talk a little bit about this is just kind of one step in that development phase, bringing the international games here and kind of maybe what we can expect moving forward.
I think it's really important for the stadium and for the community that this building is in use more than 13, 14, 15 times per year. We know that the fans come in here and they know what a Kansas City Current game is like. They know the experience. And so for them to come in and see just a different style of play, different players coming from all over is massive. And it is a global game. So, and we're 2 years away from our next Women's World Cup, 1 year past from this most recent Olympics. And so the international game is not going away. If anything, we're embracing it and it's thriving, and we want to cultivate that and be a part of it. So welcoming international teams, both club and country, is something that I think we're going to continue to look forward to do. And there's not a much better place to start than bringing our friends from Mexico and Jamaica to come experience CPKC Stadium.
And I'll ask you to answer the question in English. Basically, the question is how you prepare and why Jamaica, what do they bring to the table in terms of your preparation?
Yeah, we prepare as we usually do. We give follow-up to our players after every camp. One just finished, but they continue to have follow-up. We follow the players in their games week in, week out. They take back information so that they can prepare for the next call-up. And then the usual preparation, analyzing the opponent so that we understand what we're going to confront and we can come up with a game plan. Jamaica offers a different style of play, but it's important to know what we're going to confront because that's the type of teams we will be playing in the qualifiers.
And the question in English was, beyond what's going to happen on the pitch, what sort of activities do the players do? So Andrea, if you want to repeat that in English.
Yeah, we have a series of activities that we do before the game, once we're here, and right after the game. Our national team players will always come up to the fans and take pictures and sign autographs until the last fan leaves the stadium.
Okay, so speaking on the activities, is there, like the day of, is there going to be like activations out front or inside the stadium? Is there going to be certain maybe foods that are different that maybe CPKC doesn't normally offer? I don't know, Caitlin, this might be you or?
No, yes, I would venture to say that, you know, with our friends at MexTour, there will be activations out on the plaza, you know, similar to a Kansas City Current game day, but yes, probably with a little, you know, different, you know, opportunities and things to make sure that we're taking care of, you know, new fans that have maybe never been here before. As far as food, I know we have some of the best food in the entire as far as stadium food goes. But I'm sure here in the Pitch Club, Chef John will work on making sure that we have, you know, some different options for people. It's a different rotating menu out here, but we do have a really great just a selection of food here. I would say if our Mexican fans have not had Joe's Barbecue, this is your moment. You can come watch an amazing football game and have a Z-Man delivered to you in your seat. It doesn't get much better than that.
Do you, like, how does it feel to reach, do you think this demographic is different than your normal demographic that you usually have at games here?
I think it's entirely possible, but I think football is you know, it's the universal language. Right. So if fans come here and they weren't sure and they didn't recognize some of our, you know, players or names, and you know, they have that pride of country and they want to come in and watch the Mexican women's national team, we hope that might be their first time in the stadium, but that it won't be their last.
Gotcha. Okay, great.
Guys, do we have any more questions? Great. So what we'll do now is I'll ask Landon to help me. We're just going to take down the microphones here, and we'll get you ready for a photo op. We'll let the video get the shot first, and then we'll ask the photographers to come here in the front.
Teal. Love it. Lines up. Here? Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second. All right, first the video, guys. You get your shot. And girls, sorry, man.
No offense.
All right, and then our photographers, if you want to move to the middle and get your best shot. Yeah, got it. You want to come right here to the middle so you can get a good shot? Here, that's our official photographer right here.
She sees me.
All right, ready? 1 second. You can get your setting. I won't get my settings.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Gotta make sure. All right. 3, 2, 1, please. Wait, it's not working. I'm sorry. I'm a professional, I swear. 3, 2, 1, jeez. Why isn't it working?
So you're professional because you know it's not working. I
promise
So just snap the photo and be like, oh, no.
1 second. 1 second. I don't know why it's not. This always happens with you.
With me?
Yes, you always see me whenever I mess up. 3, 2, 1, jeez. Gosh, damn it. I got it.
It's breaking the camera.
The struggle. Slide forward. It's locked in. Guys, nobody gets
Anyone else need one
video.
of us looking specifically at them right here? All right.
Yes, please, guys. 3. This guy's
That's a lot of smiling.
All right, ready? One more time. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, didn't work, but it's all right. Oh, wait, can I get? Yeah, just look at one.
We'll get that one outside. All right, guys. What we'll do now, if everybody wants to follow Danny, we'll migrate outside. We'll do one more photo outside, and then we'll break up.